Hello everybody, my name is Bob and we're playing From the Depths. Or actually we're not playing campaign because my flash drive has not come back, it not come yet. However, I've managed to scrape together enough hard drive space to do a little video on what I've been doing in the meantime when I've been playing campaign. So I'm going to show you a few things I put together. Now, I built a thruster craft that I wound up not feeling was ready for prime time. But one of the interesting things about that thruster craft was that it had a shell of heavy armor, and it was possible to make it fly. And so I thought, well, what if I make an airship with a shell of heavy armor? And then I thought, well, there's a thing in physics, the ratio between a sphere and the sphere's surface area and its volume decreases the larger the sphere is. So if you have a very large sphere, you could have basically a lead balloon, a balloon made out of lead if it was large enough, because the I think it's the volume increases to the square of the surface area. I forget. Anyway, and actually the MythBusters actually did a show in which they actually did make a lead balloon. So I figured, well, I can make an airship with a shell of heavy armor slopes, and if I've made it large enough and made it kind of squat enough, it might work. So this is the Nodsrath 3 Holochron. I called it the Holochron because it's shaped kind of reminded me of a Sith Holochron from Star Wars. You got two cannons. They're almost 500 millimeters each. They are 456 millimeters. I've not quite finished it. I have a laser missile defense system that I have not put the nodes for yet. It's also got four large missiles here. Let's take a look inside. Okay, well, all those ERA plates are kind of in the way, but and this is the big baby. Here's the advanced cannon right there. It's got 3-meter shells. These engines put out 20,000 units of power. Yeah, it's got the LAM system there. I've not hooked it up to the nodes yet. And down here, okay, here we go. Down here, we have, in this box we have, encased with heavy armor slopes, we have the ammo. And in this box we have the AI. Well, if the ammo does go up, the AI is going to be toast. But I mean, it's a big old thing, heavy armor. It is all slopes, but still it's heavy armor. And we have one layer of alloy here, and one layer of heavy armor slopes. This area, there's heavy armor separating this area from the rest of it, but this is just alloy here. But the missiles are encased in heavy armor also. And there's a wall of heavy armor back here protecting the guns. So that's heavy armor as well. Okay, like I said, I don't have the LAM system set up on it yet. Let's just throw in a Marauder or something. Oh, we'll throw in a Tortuga, make it something bigger. baby. Hurt's coming through. Boosh! I put red, white, blue smoke on the missiles. And you see that they are, of course, this is mostly wood. The deep water guard, it's kind of hard to get bragging rights on tearing a big hole through them. Oh, I think I hit an ammo rack. It's got very large barrels and good sensors, so it's pretty accurate. It orbits at like a 1,500 meter range, so it's it stays fairly far away. Oh, sorry, it's 1,800 meter. So it stays a good distance from it, from the intended victim, and it goes 68 meters a second, so it's reasonably fast. Like I said, I would test out to get something a little bit more hardcore, but the defenses are not up yet. I have not raised the shields. Well, I probably won't put shields on this one because its shell is heavy armor, and that's a pretty significant shield in and of itself. Now, a problem I've had with my freighters, I like my airship freighters quite a lot, but one, they're not as fast as I would like, and two, they've got a huge resource capacity that I never use. So they've got like a 400,000 resource capacity, and I'll like fill it up to 200,000 and then send it on its way because I need the supplies. So I wanted something that was faster, and but also didn't necessarily have to have as much resource capacity. So this is the Airship Freighter Light. And it's alloy and alloy plate. And because it's not really designed to be in combat, I didn't bother to armor up the AI or anything like that. Okay, we have here two efficient engines. They are not as efficient as they were originally going to be because I found myself needing more power. And so I just dropped a couple of injectors in on here, so that makes it a little bit less efficient. But it's still reasonably efficient considering it's carrying gigantic amounts of, or fairly large amounts of resources. I don't think that's really going to be a problem. It goes 112 meters a second, and pretty much what you see is what you get here. It's got material containers. Engines. I didn't need to use heliblades on this because the superstructure is so light that simply having helium in here was able to lift it up. So that's that. I think it's a bit better adapted for my needs of the campaign because I really don't need to be hauling 400K worth of materials at one time, but I do need stuff to be moving to where I'm building the ships like quick, and so this will load up and get 200K worth of resources in it, and haul off over to wherever I'm building the ships, and it will do it much more, about twice as fast as my previous airship freighter. Okay, I think that's about all for right now. I hope to get the new flash drive in so I can actually start recording a campaign again. I just wanted to drop this little note showing you some of my work in the meantime. And that's all for right now. Until next time, hasta la vista. Adios. The Nod's Wrath 3. Holochron. Ordnance and Loading Division.